Today is actually, when I'm filming this, the first day of fall, so I really want to create all matte fall look using all MAC. So today is a single brand tutorial using all of MAC Cosmetics. It is the first day of fall and somehow it is 90 degrees. So would anyone like to explain that to me? I'm gonna start with MAC's Hyper Real Serumizer, and I'm just going to use this as my skin prep. I love this stuff. It's a serum and moisturizer all in one. Very lightweight, but very moisturizing, which is wonderful for us gals who have very dry skin. Now today I am gonna try a couple of products that are new to me, but the rest of them are not. I'm gonna try their new skin tint as well as their new concealer and see how we feel about it, and see if we need to do like a thorough review as well. Today we're gonna give the Strobe Dewy skin tint a try. This is the shade Light 1. Everybody seems to be loving it, especially on TikTok. I don't know how this wears, how it looks, how it feels, but I've really been into a lot of light coverage products. I thought this was supposed to be light coverage. We applied way too much then. Way too much. Wait a minute. Why is one side yellow? I don't know what's going on right now. We may have to start over. Because I'm having to use this like a moisturizer. Oh wait. Okay, I think it's just once the pearlized pigments get a little bit worked through, it looks a little scary. I could have applied a lot less. This is an interesting, scary product, TBH. It is like strobe cream and a skin tint mixed together. Who would have guessed that? I applied way too much. I'm just gonna take it down my neck. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just press this into my skin. Because wow, okay, way too much. I thought, in my mind, from what I've seen people, apply, it's like pretty sheer tinted moisturizer, but that really has some pigmentation and really gives a glow. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? So I did a review on the Tarte Marijuana skin tint, and it had like a lot of shimmer in it. Guys, quit fighting. Okay, so Light 1, I would say, if you're an NC10, NC15, definitely a good match. I feel like I'm in between NC15 and NC20 right now. Super glowy, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the new MAC Fix Magic Radiance All Day Hydrating Spray. It has vitamin C in it and it also moisturizes. Go ahead and layer the skin products because it is 90 degrees outside, even though it's the first day of fall. This will help anything gonna meld and last a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna take my BK Beauty 106 brush. I'm going to use the Glow Play blush in Plush Pepper. Load up my brush with the blush. Now I did this little trick on TikTok and Instagram, and also I made a YouTube short as well. This is how you make that blush smoothie deal. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of the serumizer on the back of my hand. Take the loaded up brush, which is pretty loaded because I gotta use it both cheeks, and I'm gonna mix that serumizer in for an extra glowy finish. And I'm gonna apply that kind of high up on my eyelids, up to my temples. Helen and Howard are playing today in the studio, and I've been letting them, so if you hear growls and barks, that's what's going on. We are trying for the first time the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer, and I have the shade NW5. I like to go with NW for my concealers because they have a little bit of pink in them to cancel out the blue, but everyone loves this, so I'm excited to try it. It's got a really puffy applicator there. I like the packaging. It feels very sturdy. Like, it's not like classic MAC packaging. I mean, MAC's getting away from a lot of classic MAC things. You guys, it's so hot in here. I had to change into a tank top. So we'll get back to the fall colors here in a second. I'm gonna use a Rare Beauty concealer brush. One of you reminded me about how wonderful this brush is for concealer, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pull that out. So if that was you, please remind me. This concealer though looks like it might be better off applied with a damp sponge. Wow, that's a lot of coverage. Okay, so a little of this concealer goes a long way, and whoa, it just mattify itself? I'm so confused right now. It looks like it just mattified itself, like it set itself. I'm a little bit confused right now. Wow, okay. Wow, it really looks like skin though, on top of all of that we just applied. I mean, it looks like skin. I'm really liking my complexion right now. To set the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Wear Luminance Concealer that looks like it mattified itself, I'm going to use the classic Mineralized Skin Finish in Light. I'm going to use a BK Beauty 108 just to set the concealer. I feel like Mineralized Skin Finish, it's just one of those things that you forget how wonderful it is until you use it again. It is such a good complexion product. It really blurs, but like keeps the life in your skin. For setting my brows, I realized I didn't have a MAC eyebrow pencil. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've ever used a MAC eyebrow pencil. This has quickly become my favorite brow gel, and I have a brand new one. Look how cloudy this is compared to this. Somehow, it's still just as amazing as when it was new. So I'm gonna use the MAC Pro Locked Brow Gel. I love this. I love the applicator. I think it's just so perfect. It never gets like cakey, crusty, whatever. And it just grabs the brow hairs in all the right places. And it's got that flat end there that you can just kind of, you know, really set your brows if you want them like flat to your skin. You could really do a lot of different styles with this, but I like to go brush all my brow hairs up and then come back down like that. I've just been liking a really simple brow lately. You know, one that just kind of frames my face, nothing too crazy, not too brushed up, not too flattened or anything. Now, I'm gonna go into the Social Climber Pro Eye Palette. These are all cream eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go into this lightest shade here, and I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 203. And this is gonna be my base for the look that I'm gonna create. And this is like a kind of mossy, lighter green shade. I feel like I should zoom you guys in closer here. Let's get it a little closer. And then I'm gonna drag this underneath my lower lash line. And I'm just kind of creating an elongated shape with this shade here. And again, I'm gonna drag it right back underneath my lower lash line. Right like that. Like, look how pretty that is. Like, instantly you could apply mascara. And I'm just going to go ahead and go back into the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm gonna take a BK Beauty A503, and I'm just gonna press the Mineralized Skin Finish right over that to set this cream eyeshadow, because we're gonna go back in with powder eyeshadows. And this just helps your powder eyeshadows not drag, blend a little bit better. Now I'm gonna go into MAC's single eyeshadow in the shade Marsh, and I'm gonna use that same BK Beauty A503 brush, kind of like a fluffy blending brush, and I'm gonna dust that right over the green we just laid down, and laying most of the pigment down on the eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it through the crease. And then take that right underneath the lower lash line. Now, you don't have to make this eyeshadow look as blown out as I'm making it, but I just am really craving like a blown out matte fall look. That's what I'm doing, especially greens. I feel like I haven't done anything on my channel with green in a while. I mean, you guys know I haven't really done anything on my channel in quite some time for really good reasons. But green though, I feel like I have not given it enough attention. Take MAC's Costa Riche, and I'm gonna apply that to my upper lash line all the way, just not too perfectly, not too messily. My waterline, my lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take a BK Beauty 207, which is a really nice dense, dense domed brush. And I'm going to dip into this kind of dark brown green shade here in the Social Climber palette. And I'm gonna actually use this to blend the eyeliner with those green hues, but Costa Riche is like so warm brown. It kind of gives it like a nice little warmth that I'm looking for. So I'm just smudging that. And then I'm gonna take it back into the crease to create kind of like a hazy cut crease. Just a really soft, nice one like that. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love this. I'm just gonna take a clean little blending brush. This is from Gabby Rose. And blend all of this. Now with that kind of hazy cut crease shape, oh, I love it. I'm gonna build up the depth on the outer part of the eye using another MAC single shadow in Espresso. Now, Espresso is a classic MAC dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use a Laura Mercier domed eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna press this where I wanted it first. And I'm just gonna kind of follow this shape of that little cut crease we created. And then using lighter pressure as I come back in, fluffy blending brush, I'm just gonna blend this out. This helps the pigmentation kind of stay where you laid it down, but really helps diffuse it. Now I'm gonna go in with that BK Beauty Dome brush, the BK Beauty 207, and I'm also going to take, I don't know why sometimes I go in and out of an accent, espresso right underneath my lower lash line, just let like a fourth of the way in, just to connect it, keep that shape that we got going on. And I'm just gonna blend with Laura Mercier eyeshadow brush. I'll kind of like a lengthened, less dense domed brush. MAC Stack in black. I do love this mascara. I also have the brown somewhere, but I wanna do black. You can actually keep layering this even throughout the day and it doesn't get hard, but somehow it holds the curl in your lashes. So it's really cool to be able to continue to layer your mascara, especially if you need like a refresh on your mascara throughout the day, or if like you're going somewhere after work and it's been a long day, you can actually apply a little more mascara and it's not gonna look crazy. And like I've never liked any other MAC mascara. Like this one, I feel like they really nailed it. And I feel like throughout the years, I've always been like, why doesn't MAC do better mascaras? All right, I wanna finish off the face with a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna use MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam. And I'm gonna use a Rephr 19 for this. And I'm just going to sweep this over the cheeks and underneath the eyes. I've really learned as I've gotten older that if I stop my highlight from going further up underneath my eyes, there's just such a stark contrast in the type of skin from my cheeks to my under eyes now, which is fine. Like I'm fine with that. And I've just had to kind of learn as I go, as I've, been in my 30s, because let me tell you something, aging happens rapidly in your 30s. So it's kind of like week to week, you're like, oh, that's a change, and you got to really roll with the punches instead of getting upset about it, because you're still beautiful. I mean, it's just experience showing up on your face, you know what I mean? And you can do the minimal things that you want to do to, for anti-aging and feeling better about yourself, but some areas are just gonna always show aging, and underneath the eyes is one of them. Yes, I am getting PRF done to kind of minimize that, but for now, I have fine lines. That's never gonna go away. So I just like to take up my highlighter up higher, so it's, brings that brightness under the eyes, and there's not a contrast between this really thin skin and my cheek skin. Lips, I'm gonna do MAC's Half Red. Such a beautiful color for fall. Like it's just like the perfect kind of, half red. Like it's raisiny, but it's not too deep. For the lipstick, I'm gonna go in with MAC's lipstick in Sweet Deal. This is one of their matte shades. They did reformulate all their satin shades. Oh, so upsetting. Oh, this is pretty. I've never owned Sweet Deal before. This is a new lipstick. Now, if that's not a perfect everyday fall lip, I don't know what is, honestly. Like, what are we even doing here? Go back into the MAC Fix Plus All Day Hydrating Spray with vitamin C. And this one is the glowy one. Press that in. I'm very, very happy with this look. I forgot to fix my little mascara spots. Let me just roll this off really quick. I will have everything that I used in the info box below. I take my, I just feel like, I kind of feel like a fall 90s goddess right now. Like I'm kind of feeling confident. You know what I want to do? Like I know that this is the look, but I really want to use this lip gloss. This is MAC's lip gloss in Oh Baby, which is like this bronze. Surprise, if you exited out of the video already, you're not gonna get this part. It's like a bronze with like a green and gold shimmer in it. Stop it. This was a good decision. I need everybody to stop it. Oh my God, sorry for yelling. If that didn't finish off the look, there was no look before. There was no look before we applied Oh Baby. I feel sultry. A sultry lady in the 90s. Watch out, Diane Lane. I'm going back in time and I'm gonna take your career away from you. It sounded vicious. All right, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos. It helps me so much. And let me know if you would like to see another full face of MAC. I mean, I love doing full faces of MAC, but when it comes to fall, for some reason, like I always want to do more. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
All right.